blazed its way across large swaths of Syria and Iraq in rapid and stunning fashion, on its way to declaring a caliphate, or Islamic State. As we'll hear throughout this book, ISIS may be the most powerful terrorist movement in history, boasting tens of thousands of foot soldiers, and countless more sympathizers, and threatening not only the Middle East, but also the United States and Europe, in ways that are profound and unprecedented. Look no further than Minneapolis and St. Paul. As of this writing, at least 15 residents of the Twin Cities reportedly have traveled to the Middle East to join ISIS. All but one of these American terrorists, a 33-year-old African-American convert named Douglas McCain, who was killed fighting alongside the group in Syria in August 2014, were of Somali descent. The list includes Abdirahman Muhammad, a 29-year-old Minneapolis resident who died in the same battle as McCain. Before leaving Minnesota to join ISIS, Muhammad, who was the father of 9 children, worked at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport, where he cleaned jetliners for Delta Airlines. Muhammad reportedly had unfettered access to jetliners at the airport, which handles 90,000 passengers a day. He also had access to the tarmac and special security clearance to other parts of the airport. How nice. If Muhammad was able to obtain not only a job, but security clearances at a major American airport, one wonders how many more aspiring ISIS terrorists have been able to do the same. As I sat at an outdoor cafe in the shadow of Little Mogadishu with Bob Fletcher, who for 16 years served as sheriff of Ramsey County, which includes the city of St. Paul, he explained how terror recruiters have made inroads into the local Somali community. Fletcher retired from the St. Paul police force in 2013 and now heads the Center for Somalia History Studies, where he works with Somali community leaders to counter Islamic radicalization in their neighborhoods. He told me that the emergence of ISIS and its declaration of a new caliphate in the heart of the Middle East has been a game changer. What's happened is that since July of 2012, we haven't had any kids leave to go join al-Shabaab, but we have had several leave now to go join ISIS. And the reason is that ISIS controls land, they control cities. They are in a position to be able to recruit differently than al-Shabaab. Al-Shabaab, all they have to promise is, come join us in the jungles while we ambush and plot our terrorist attacks. But what ISIS is selling now is the opportunity to build something, to build a new society, and that is very, very exciting for a lot of kids, to be a part of something new and special, to have some sense of self-worth. In June 2014, a 20-year-old man and a 19-year-old woman, both Somali Americans who attended the Al-Farouk Youth and Family Center Mosque in the Minneapolis suburb of Bloomington, disappeared. They are now thought to be in Syria. Interestingly enough, the same mosque was also frequented by an Egyptian-American radical named Amir Mashal, who allegedly preached jihad to young Somalis there. Mashal was no stranger to Somalia, a fact that may have helped him in his interactions with young Somali Americans at Al-Farouk. In 2007, he was arrested and questioned by counterterrorism agents in Kenya, and accused of having received weapons training in an al-Qaeda camp and of serving as a translator for the terrorist group's leaders in Somalia. The charges against Mashal were eventually dropped, and he seems to have kept a low profile, until resurfacing in Minnesota sporting a BMW and plenty of cash, according to his reputation around the Al-Farouk Mosque. Whether the 2 missing young people came under Mashal's influence is unclear. Once the mosque's leadership learned of his extremist views, it contacted local police and obtained a no trespassing order, essentially banning him from Al-Farouk. And as of this writing, Mashal's whereabouts are unknown. Whether he was working as a terror recruiter or not, some have even speculated that he may have been an FBI mole,